Hey guys, Mr. Story again. Today I want to talk about range and what range is when it has to do with data. Range in a nutshell just kind of tells us how wide our data set is. What is the distance from our smallest data point to our largest data point? Now, kind of from that, you can intuitively kind of think, how do we calculate range? Think about it. We're trying to find the distance between our smallest value and our largest value. And what this does is it tells us the spread of our data or how much variability it has. So kind of getting straight to the point here, how do you find range? Well, you find your largest value and you subtract your smallest value, and that will tell you the range of your data. So let's jump right in. Looking at our first example here, find your largest value. Well, looking through, I find that 9 is my largest value. The fact that there's another 9, that doesn't really matter. We're just looking for our largest value. In this case, it's 9. So it doesn't really matter that it shows up twice. Looking through, can we find our smallest value? Well, looks like 1 is our smallest value. So how do you find range? You take your largest value and you subtract your smallest value. 9 minus 1. The range of this data is 8. And what that tells us is that this data set has a spread of kind of 8 units or whatever we'd be talking about. This is just kind of an arbitrary data set, so we don't really have units or anything that tie to this, but could be an important number when it comes to analyzing data. Looking at number 2, again, just finding our smallest number, finding our largest number. Well, let's look through. 100 looks like that's going to be our largest number. And just the same, let's look for our smallest number. Looks like 5 is our smallest number. How do we calculate range? Largest value minus smallest value, 100 minus 5, and that gives you 95. So the range of this data is 95. Last but not least, let's take a look at some data that involves negatives. Maybe we're working with temperatures or something like that where we can have a negative value. Well, again, just because the numbers look a little different, it doesn't change what we do. We're still looking for our largest value. Well, let's look through. Looks like 10 is our largest value. And looking back through, what is our smallest value? Well, our smallest value happens to be negative 5. So there they are, my largest and smallest. Well, we'll take our largest value minus our smallest value. Yes, we need to do minus negative 5. Okay? Simple use of the calculator or in your head, 10 minus negative 5 should give you 15. And that makes sense, right? So starting at negative 5, how long would it take, or how many hops would it take us to get to the number 10 on the positive side? 15. So 15 is your range. So again, range just kind of tells us the spread of data. We calculate it by doing largest value minus smallest value. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. I'll talk to you in the next one.